Do we need to come up with a code word in case either of us need to,
Ow.
shit ourselves? Oh, what happened to your eye?
Oh my God, why is my eye on fire?
Oh.
Ow! Oh my God, what's happening to me?
Is God punishing you for something?
Oh my God.
Who has your doll? Who
I
has
saw
your
Goody
voodoo
Good with the
doll?
devil. I saw Goody Good with the devil.
But honestly, this feels very
Ow!
that. This feels very like...
Somebody is definitely poking my voodoo doll with a little pin in the eye. Okay, I think it passed. She put the doll down. Right as you were asking me if I was going to shit my pants.
Yes, I've had the odd complaint, but on the whole, I've been a saint. To those poor unfortunate souls.
Hello and welcome to a new episode of Poor Unfortunate Podcast. I'm Caroline Ameti.
And I'm Connor Perkins. Welcome to the Disney Podcast for Grown-Ups, where we shoot the shit about Disney the way that you do with your friends. Welcome to all of our returning listeners. It's great having you back here with us, and welcome to any new listeners. Thank you so much for hitting play. Please also remember to hit follow or subscribe wherever you're listening to the podcast. That way all of our episodes download to your device. You don't miss out on anything. And then everybody, once we get to the end of this episode, we're all going to hit 5 stars and leave a written review wherever you're listening to the podcast. This helps us get seen in search results, helps promote the podcast to new listeners. It's one of the best things you can do besides physically sharing this with someone else to help us grow our community here. And that's really what we're interested in doing here. So I know we don't usually do news at the beginning of our episodes anymore, but we are recording this 2 days after the United States presidential election. And things are not great. We've learned a lot about our country, who we are, who shows up, who doesn't. And we have a lot of work ahead of us. So if you are someone who is shocked, dismayed, disheartened, ashamed, we see you, we hear you, we're with you. Take your moment, take your breath, and we will be here to fight right alongside you because it starts now.
And hopefully give you a break.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually very glad that we're up to a wild card episode this week. We're just going to play a game.
Mm-hmm.
Take a minute.
Because I do not have the bandwidth for it. Like, remember, grief is non-linear. The stages of grief, they don't go one into the next. You just sort of spin a wheel and whatever it lands on, it lands on. So yesterday I was angry. Today I'm in denial a bit.
Yeah. And I'd also just like to take a moment to say, respectfully, if I'm just going to just be straight up about it. If you voted for Donald Trump, if you're a U.S. listener and you voted for Donald Trump, honestly, if you're not a U.S. listener and you support Donald Trump, you can just see yourself out.
Yeah, this might not be the podcast for you.
It's not. If you voted for Donald Trump, you actively voted against the rights of both me and Connor. And beyond that, speaking of, the community of Poor Unfortunate Podcast and the Poor Unfortunate fam, I can guarantee you that you are not a safe member of that community for any of us. And we are not really interested in having you around here. So you can just go ahead and you can hit pause or stop right now and see yourself out.
Thank you. Great. And so for all of you who are still here, welcome to the Resistance. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing we can do is the next right thing.
Yeah.
That's what's going to separate us. That's what's going to keep us sane. So,
and we're going to look out for each other, and we're going to keep our community that we can control positive and safe, and we will always be that place for you. So we're here.
Yeah. With that said, we're going to get started with this episode for you. Hopefully something that can bring you a little bit of levity, because God knows we need it. So this is our wildcard episode. And Caroline, do you want to tell people what we're doing?
So we are bringing back a familiar game that we last played during our second season, and it is actually one of our most loved and listened to episodes ever. So we figured it would be a
Yeah.
good time. If that's what y'all enjoyed and made y'all happy, let's play it again. So you might remember this game from our episode Goodbye So Soon. So in that episode, we categorized Disney films by year or year groupings. And the game was we got offered those films from that year or years, and we could only choose one to keep, and the rest were eliminated or wiped away from existence.
From existence altogether. Yeah.
From existence. So we're going to play that again, but this time we are going to play it with characters from Walt Disney Studios animated films. So for each film, we will provide each other with a list of characters from the film, and we can only save one, and the rest of them are wiped from existence
Yeah.
forever.
Staying in the theme of tough decisions.
Yeah, right.
So,
exactly. How timely.
This will be, I think it's about 30 films. So it's not all of the animated films, but it is most of them. And it's not necessarily every character. It's usually between like 4 and 6 characters for each. So,
and for some of them, we haven't included, very obviously beloved characters or very obviously, beloved title characters, things like that, just to make it a little bit more spicy
interesting.
and interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Anything to make it harder for ourselves.
We love that.
That's what she said. All right. So let's get started with the chaos. Let it begin. All right. So our first film is Pinocchio. And the characters we have here are Pinocchio, Jiminy Cricket, Geppetto, the Blue Fairy, Honest John, and Figaro. Caroline, you can only save one. Who is it?
This one is easier for me, and it's going to be Jiminy Cricket for me.
Ah, okay.
Jiminy Cricket being tied to When You Wish Upon a Star. I also feel like Jiminy Cricket's a pretty unique character. We haven't really seen any conscience-y character quite like him. And I love Geppetto. Geppetto's very sweet. The Blue Fairy is kind of lovely. But I can get them fuck all the rest. I can get them kind of other places, whereas Jiminy Cricket feels pretty irreplaceable to me. And Pinocchio,
I mean, he's the host of Wishes.
Yeah, he's the host of Wishes. I love him. He freaked me out in the live action version, but we're not talking about that. So
we're not
Jiminy Cricket, please.
All right, Jiminy Cricket has been saved, and the rest I'll go on.
Oof, bye. Okay. Next, we're going to Cinderella. And here are the characters that you can choose from. The Fairy Godmother, Lady Tremaine, Anastasia, Drizella, Gus, and Jacques. Save one, and the rest are wiped from existence.
Oh.
We don't have the prince in here for you because we know that you don't like him. So that would have been too easy to eliminate him.
Yeah, it would have been too easy. I enjoy Gus and Jacques.
Yeah.
I'm partial to Gus because my nephew.
I know.
Anastasia and Drizella are perfection.
Iconic.
I love the Fairy Godmother, but I love other versions of the Fairy Godmother more.
Exactly. I know. I agree with you. But are we playing the mental game of without the animated Fairy Godmother, there would be these other ones? I feel like we can't really do that here. It becomes too convoluted.
No, because it's based on a fairy tale.
Right.
I'm going to save Lady Tremaine.
I knew it. I knew you would. And I think that's the right choice.
It's an Eleanor Audley performance, so must be preserved. And she's a very, very interesting character. She sets a tone for those villain characters that are not magical in any way.
Correct.
They don't have necessarily royalty or an army, or she is just someone who is using her wits and the small amount of power that she can to play a game of intrigue. And I think that's important for villains in Disney.
Agree.
So Lady Tremaine is saved.
Yeah. And she's just kind of fabulous too.
Yeah. All right. The next film is Peter Pan. And the characters are Peter, Wendy, Captain Hook, Tinkerbell, and TikTok.
Oh. It feels very strange not to choose Peter Pan. But he will exist from the novel, even if I destroy him in the Disney universe. And I do love I enjoy Captain Hook as a villain very much as well. But I think I have to save Tinkerbell. Just because if we're thinking this through a strictly Disney lens, like everything she has come to represent within Disney, again, I think of the Nighttime Spectaculars.
Yeah.
She has come to symbolize pixie dust and magic.
Yeah, the best version of Tinkerbell is this version of Tinkerbell.
Yeah, and I very much enjoy that she's not a villain, but she's kind of a biatch and like she's very sassy and
she's
jealous.
A diva.
She's flawed. Like she's very interesting. Maybe I'll talk about her one day. We love a bad bitch. So maybe, yeah, she's kind of the worst, but
she's an it
you
girl.
don't hate her. She's very brat.
Don't call, just text her.
Yeah, Tinkerbell. It's so funny because I know that there are Disney fans out there who are like, their character, their love is Tinkerbell. And I am not one of those people, but I gotta save her. That's what my gut is telling me.
I believe that's right.
Okay, on to the next for you. We have The Little Mermaid. And your choices of characters are Ariel, Eric, Ursula, Sebastian, King Triton, and Flounder.
Oof.
It's a tough one.
Oof, those first three. Ariel, Eric, Ursula.
Yeah, I know. Even Sebastian.
But because the other thing is, like, these characters, they don't exist in the fairy tale.
Yeah.
Like, this characterization of these characters doesn't exist in the fairy tale. So if you get rid of Ariel, you get rid of the Arielness of her.
Correct.
Triton and Flounder, I love you, but you're going bye-bye.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
And I love him, but I think Eric goes bye-bye.
I agree with you.
Because I'm also thinking of the impact of song here, too.
Yeah. And like, where Ariel sits amongst the Disney princesses and where Ursula sits amongst the villains, it's so tough.
It's really and where Sebastian sits among the sidekicks.
He's kind of like the king of them all, really.
I mean, he has two of the greatest
songs. He sings so many songs. Yeah.
I'm going to save Ariel.
Yeah.
Because it is The Little Mermaid at the end of the day. And if we had to do a whole film from scratch again, and we can only save one character to keep constant, we could come up with a different Sea Witch. We could come up with a different lover boy. We could come up with a different type of sidekick character. But Ariel is so seminal. She's so distinct. I think we have to have Ariel.
Okay, well, we have just destroyed our podcast from existence.
We have. Fuck.
We're now part of your world podcast.
Wait, did I fuck up?
No, I don't think you did. That's the thing. I think that was kind of the choice.
No, did I Thanos-snap ourselves?
You kind of did. All right, well, that's the episode. Thank you so much.
Ouchie.
No, you made the right choice. You made the right choice. I know.
Did I? Okay.
Yeah, no, you did. Oof.
This is not fun.
Yeah, I know.
That was not fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, this is going to be bad.
Film.
No, I was really hoping I wasn't going to get this one. No,
it's you. Next one, we have The Hunchback of Notre Dame. And our characters are Quasimodo, Esmeralda, Frollo, Clopan, and Phoebus.
Dude.
Save one.
This is so bad. This is bad. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of Phoebus and Clopan off the bat. All love.
Okay.
This is impossible with these three. Quasimodo, Esmeralda, Frollo. Like how could I choose?
Because they're also so inextricably linked to one another.
They are. And within their archetypes, they are so unique within Disney. The place that they fit in their archetype within the Disney universe is so special for each of them.
Yeah, I think that's part of why I chose Lady Tremaine, because Lady Tremaine walked so that Frollo could run.
Yeah. We all know that like Frollo is like pretty much my favorite villain. And we really haven't seen anything like him since then. Esmeralda, What?
Well, I was going to say, would you save Frollo so that the 4 other ones can be at peace in death?
I don't imagine them dying. I imagine them just getting, I don't know. They're in like, they go to an alternate universe and it's not this one.
That was really dark. I'm sorry.
Oh, God. Esmeralda, like, I love her. I mean, we have other freedom fighting, rebellious, strong heroines. God Help the Outcast is such a special song.
It really is.
Out There in Heaven's Light are such special, is such a, like, I mean,
So many times.
please. Hellfire. I mean, well, come on. Oh my God. If I choose to save Frollo, like, I am Frollo.
You're speaking this upon yourself.
If I don't choose Quasimodo and Esmeralda, I am Frollo. Oh my God. All right, let me try to think of it in this way. Frollo, for reasons that I understand, does not really get enough love, like when I think about the parks. Like, so I'm like, what's going to change in the world if this character gets wiped away? For me personally, a lot. But I think, oh my God, I hate this literally so much. I think I'm going to save Quasimodo.
You're saving Quasi?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, am I motivated by guilt? Do I like feel guilty? That might be part of it. I'm not even going to lie to you.
So.
Wait, I'm not ready.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to phone a friend.
Okay.
Of these 3, I need you to eliminate one for me.
Oh, I'm the friend.
It's you. You're the one.
Okay. I'll eliminate Esmeralda.
Oh my God. Do we have any male protagonists who are really like Quasimodo? Not really. He's very unique. Oh my God. This is the actual worst. He will still exist in the novel. Shoot. All right. I'm going to say Frollo. I just have to be who I am. Okay? I just have to be who I am.
I kind of love that you did.
All right. I feel really, really bad. Okay.
No, we shouldn't be feeling good about any of these. So.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, no, I feel like that fits for you.
Thank you. Well.
Well, no, because of how much he means to you.
Which, what does that say about me? I don't know. I'm not going to think about it today.
This is a wild crew that we've saved so far.
This crew is crazy.
Jiminy Cricket, Lady Tremaine, Tinkerbell, Ariel, and Frollo.
Ooh, what a crew. So let's give you a basically equally hard one. We've got the film Hercules. And the characters are Hercules, Meg, Hades, Phil, Pegasus, Zeus.
There's a contrarian part of me that wants to just be like, fuck them all, Pegasus.
Are you crazy? Don't do that. Do not do that.
I'm going to save Meg.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Because she's a very interesting, complex character that no one has ever really touched. And I can't save Hades because James Woods. Fuck James Woods.
Oh, right.
If I'm down to splitting hairs between Meg and Hades, which is kind of, I was between like Meg, Hades, and Phil. Meg is just such an iconic, specific character.
I agree with you.
And out of all the songs in Hercules, like, I love Go the Distance, but like, I won't say I'm in love.
She's special.
I need that. It's the greatest love song about non-love.
Oh, absolutely.
And the muses weren't on it, so that means that we can actually do the whole song.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on to our next film, Tarzan. And our characters are Tarzan, Jane, Turk, Kala, and Clayton. I actually know who I would choose for this one. I was like mildly hoping that I would get it, but I know who I would choose. There is a correct answer.
Is your answer Kala?
My answer is Kala.
I understand why you say Kala. It's definitely between Kala and Jane for me. I know that
Kala's just good mom.
Yeah, we
That
have
is a
other.
good mom.
Yeah, she is. We have other ones. We have other adoptive moms, honestly, in Disney.
But is that might be the best one though?
Could be.
She might be the best one.
Yeah, I'm very biased when it comes to Jane because for a while growing up, like she was my girl. I do think she's very unique. Like she's very like she's so intelligent. She has an occupation, but she's like awkward, goofy, like lots of comedic value there.
Mm-hmm.
Great voice performance by Minnie Driver.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing fashion.
Kala, great voice performance by Glenn Close.
Very true.
Don't stop your crying. It'll be all
Right.
right.
Right. That's the problem.
This is the mother that gave us You'll Be in My Heart.
All right. Fine.
Right?
Yeah, it's true. Kala. Yeah. All right. When I think about Disney characters, does she ever really come to my mind? I'll be honest with you. No.
No, but does Tarzan really come to mind often? Not much outside the music for me.
Yeah, I know. Well, for a while, it was literally my favorite Disney movie for like a year when I was a kid. It was everything.
Also, hold on. I don't want to have swayed you.
No,
that was wrong of me.
No, it's fine. It's good because then you do lose. You'll Be in My Heart, which is everything. So yeah, it's good. Yeah, Jane doesn't get a good song. That would have saved her.
Yeah, and Minnie Driver can sing.
Yeah.
Learn to be
lonely. Oh, good song. Good song.
They wouldn't let her sing Carlotta, but they'll let her sing a made-up song for the end credits.
Learn to be lonely, baby. All right, this one's gonna hurt. Another tough one. Well, maybe not. Let's see. The Emperor's New Groove. We've got Cusco, Yzma, Kronk, Pacha, and Chica. Just all really fantastic effing characters. Great group. That's hard.
Yzma.
Yeah.
Yzma's being saved.
Yeah.
If you don't have her, the movie falls apart.
It's true.
Like, yeah, it's Pacha and Cusco, but like, let's be real, it's Yzma. When people are seeing Emperor's New Groove and they're like, oh, we're going to be the characters for Halloween, who do they really want to be for Halloween?
Yeah.
They want to be Yzma.
Losing Kronk is very tough.
Yes, it is, but Kronk loses his Kronkness without Yzma.
I figured,
Yzma does not lose her Yzma-ness without Kronk.
For anybody. For literally anybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so glad this one is not me.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Next film is Tangled. And your characters are Rapunzel, Flynn Rider, Mother Gothel, Maximus, and Pascal.
Dude. I mean, I'm going to be real with you. Like, Zachary Levi's antics, he doesn't exist. Zachary Levi doesn't exist for me anymore. So therefore, like, I don't really think I can, like, I probably might have chosen Flynn Rider. I love that character. I love him. I really love him. But I just actually don't feel like I can pick him anymore. He's so inextricably tied to the voice performance for me. And then, and in a different way, almost, Rapunzel's characteristics, like, I really like her as a character. She's not particularly unique, but I think that Mandy Moore gives such a fantastic voice performance that it makes her really special.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mother Gothel is friggin' iconic. But I'm going to keep picking the villains here. The psychological villains always win.
We're a sucker for a psychological villain.
We are. And like, I love Pascal. I don't love Pascal as much as you do. So let me just like eliminate Pascal for now. I'm so sorry, but I love Pascal. And honestly, Maximus might be my favorite Disney animal, but I've got to give it to Maximus too.
Okay.
Oh God.
So it's Rapunzel, Flynn, and Mother Gothel for you, or is Flynn gone?
It's still those three for now.
Okay.
And like, part of me wants to pick Rapunzel, but I'm like, when I think of like what she stands for, like when I think of her characteristics within the Disney princess line, the Disney princess line's not going to fall apart without her, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are certain things that other Disney princesses stand for that I can't lose. And I don't really
Mm-hmm.
feel like that with Rapunzel. But I love her. I really do.
So far, I've included the voice performer in a lot of what I've done. But you are right that Flynn Rider is just such a unique character.
His humor is so well written. Oh, I
You
literally,
can caveat it.
I don't even know if I can, because I just had the feeling of like wanting to, and I don't think I can do it. And so then if I eliminate him, when it's between characters of Rapunzel and Mother Gothel, I have to pick Mother Gothel.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do it,
that's
baby.
Tough. That's tough. Woof.
And folks, this is what happens when you're an asshole.
Yeah. Flynn Rider would have been it for me easily.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I'm so sorry. Frozen. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh no.
Here we go.
Oh no.
Elsa, Anna, Olaf, Kristoff, Hans. Yikes.
Okay. Olaf and Hans are gonna fuck off immediately.
Olaf?
Yeah, Olaf is.
Holy crap.
I know you love Olaf, but Olaf is not my favorite
Oh,
sidekick
shit.
character.
Yeah, I do love him more than you. Okay.
You love him a lot, but he is not
Okay.
it for me. I love Kristoff, but Kristoff is probably the next to go.
Oof.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
But Elsa and Anna are.
I know.
And now I have to do Sophie's choice and choose between the two children.
Yeah, I know. I know the choice.
See, I think I did too. And then I was like, you're thinking I'm going Elsa.
Yeah.
Because I love Elsa so much.
Yeah.
But there is so much interesting character development around Anna in both films.
Agree.
That I find to be in somewhat of a way more interesting and meaningful than Elsa's development.
I do understand. But what about like Let It Go?
And show yourself? Yeah, sorry, it's Elsa. Sorry, it's Elsa. I'm saving Elsa. Okay. You did that.
Sorry.
Okay. And go figure, she was almost the villain.
Right.
Alrighty. Well, I don't think we'll be picking the villain from this group. Next film is Encanto. Because there isn't a villain. And the characters here are Mirabel, Isabella, Luisa, Bruno, and Abuela.
Yikes. Big yikes. Oof. Ugh. I'm thinking about like I love Mirabel, but I'm thinking about also like what she seems to mean a lot to young kids right now. They have really, really latched on to her for completely understandable reasons. I like her personality, but I like even more like what she symbolizes.
Mm-hmm.
That's important. It's not gonna be Isabella.
No, sorry.
Yeah, and it's not gonna be Bruno. There's just not quite enough of him. He's interesting though.
There's a part of you that's like, do I want to give Luisa a hand?
Yeah,
in this
low
moment?
key. And again, she offers something unique, like the unique perspective of like a woman, a daughter, a sister in the place in the family of having to carry everybody's shit. We've never really talked about that before. We've kind of touched on what Mirabel stands for of like, you know, all of you is special. Like it doesn't take anything extra or fancy for you alone to be enough and special. And then Abuela, she's been through so much. And she's interesting.
Yeah.
The way that she changes and comes around is wild. Like, but am I going to save Abuela?
If you save Abuela, I think like
I am the
an
villain.
entire young generation of people will come
I
for
know. It's between Mirabel and Luisa. You know, I'm going to choose Luisa.
you. Ooh.
I also enjoy seeing a character outside of the typical body type. It's important. I like to see women being physically strong as well.
All right, so Luisa. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Luisa.
Yeah.
She deserves a break.
I think so. Okay, I've got an interesting one for you. Wish. We have Asha, Magnifico, Star, Valentino, and Amaya.
I've narrowed it down to 2.
Okay.
It's Asha and Star.
Yeah,
Right now.
I'm with that. I'm with that a lot.
Because I do, so many of the songs that Asha sings are just
Yeah, I know.
They're so good.
I know.
And Star doesn't say anything. But Star is also the wishing star.
I know. And is so delightful.
Like,
you know, I love Star.
the implications of erasing Star from existence, does that ripple out into these other films?
I don't see how it couldn't, to be honest with you.
So for that matter, I do think I have to save Star.
I'm with that.
Because Star means something more than just what the character is.
Agreed.
Which is tough because I really like Asha.
I do too, but it would have been Star for me also.
Isn't truth supposed to set you free?
Why do I feel so
honestly,
by it?
I might need to watch Wish right now.
I was going to say, I was like, wait, why haven't I watched that?
It's a story about revolution and standing up for what is right.
Mm-hmm.
Is it perfect? No. Is it bad? No.
Mm-mm.
All right. Next film, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Our characters are Snow White, the evil queen, Dopey, Grumpy, and Doc. I think I know what you're going to pick.
Okay. I'm trying to wipe my defense of Snow White from our Princess Pillow Talk episode from my mind. Because if I hadn't done all of that, maybe I wouldn't think quite as highly of Snow White as I do now. And the evil queen I love, but I'm going to eliminate because it's like villain-wise, like even though she's like deliciously just like plain evil, like I enjoy her so much, but like, I don't know. It's not quite enough for me.
Sure.
In the craziest way, I'm between Dopey and Grumpy.
Oh, interesting.
Did you think I was going to pick Snow White?
I did.
I do love the way she sees the world, but
That outfit.
But this is why sometimes these games get so annoying because it's just like, well, you wouldn't have any other princesses after. But I'm not thinking about it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about it. All these films got made, and today, November 7th, 2024, I am erasing. You know what I mean? Like, there's no ripples.
Sure. Because the other thing that we do consider is that we've considered before is that Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the fairy tale, continues to exist. But there is something to be said that certain characters and characterizations like Dopey, Grumpy, and Doc do not exist outside of this version.
I'm going to go with Dopey.
Oh.
I know it sounds silly, and I'll probably listen to this and be like, it's Snow White. But I don't know, Dopey's humor and sweetness, I think, holds a very unique place within Disney.
Yeah.
And feels like the most original creation from what we are given in the original fairy tale.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
It's just very
David
iconic.
at E-Ticket to Broadway would approve of that.
Right. Yeah, okay. It's a today choice. I'll just caveat it with that.
That's very, very it's a today choice.
Yeah, let me just say, like, everything in this is a today choice, okay? Don't take any of it as, like, the final word.
I think I would have to choose Snow White out of this crew.
Wow, okay.
Because of my niece.
Right. She loves her.
I couldn't do that to her.
Okay.
No.
I'm hurting 3-year-old me. This was the only movie I watched, but it's okay. Other things have hurt 3-year-old me more than that, so let's just keep rolling. Okay, well, on that note,
no.
Yeah, well, we're going to do Sleeping Beauty. And interestingly, there are 4 characters in here, but I'm putting 5 for you because you're getting this one. So your choices are Maleficent, Flora, Fauna, Merryweather, and Aurora. She's got to be in there for you.
Well, out of this crew, Aurora and Fauna are going to go.
Oh.
The other 3 are more interesting and more iconic.
Okay.
I identify so hard with Flora. Me and my siblings, we are very Flora, Fauna, Merryweather.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I am very Flora. Aaron is very Fauna. And Shannon is very Merryweather.
Oh my God.
And that's not saying that I don't like Fauna. I just also am like, she'll be okay.
Yeah, yeah.
She'd be like, we're going to our death. Hooray. Like,
they're not dying.
She'll be okay.
We're not killing them. We're just sending them to another universe.
Okay. Merryweather is such a very specific character as
Yeah,
well
yeah.
and occupies such a like iconic space.
Yeah.
Flora is the one that feels most me. And then Maleficent is Maleficent. I think I've got to save Maleficent.
Yeah.
She's the big bad of all big bads.
Yeah, she is.
I think I've got to save her.
Okay.
Damn. I didn't like that.
We got a lot of villains.
To be honest, I would trade Aurora to save all 4 of those fairies.
You know I'm with it.
All right, next up, we've got The Many Adventures of Winnie
Nope.
the Pooh.
Nope, I think we should each be able to skip one film, and I'm skipping this one.
Well, fortunately for you, Pooh is not a character in here.
It literally doesn't even matter.
Your choices are Piglet, Tigger, Eeyore, Rabbit, and Owl. I'm not including Kanga because we're not going to make a single mom who works 2 jobs be the person
Correct.
who has to be eliminated. Like,
Correct.
she's Reba. She's Rebaing.
I need this to be over as soon as possible. So I'm just going to pick somebody because I literally can't sit in this anymore. And I am going to, oh my God, save Eeyore.
Oh, is there a reason or are you not even going to give a reason?
Sometimes I can admit that some of it is just like there are certain characters you just want to cut a break. But again, like within children's, I know it's based on the book, but within children's entertainment, like, I don't know, the way that Eeyore makes the rest of them behave, I can't lose. Like the way that they're just like, if Eeyore is feeling sad, they just like accept it and are like, hey, like, we're not going to leave you behind. Like, you can just come along and be sad is so special. And just like, we need to see that. And I can't lose it. I can't. Okay. I need to move on. It's hurting.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that does hurt. And I'm so glad it didn't end up being me.
Let's do Robin Hood. I kind of don't feel like I know who you're going to pick, but okay, let's go. We're dealing with some of the sidekicks, and I love this category. Your characters are Lady Cluck, Sir Hiss, Prince John, Alan Adale, and Skippy. What a group.
Well, not the child.
Oh, Skippy makes me so sad. I can't even think about Skip. Please don't talk about Skippy.
I won't, because he's not getting saved.
Okay, all right.
And I won't save Alan Adale.
Oh, I thought he might have been a contender in the weirdest way, just because of Oodle Alley. I don't know.
No, he's a cool character, but no, not when I've got Lady Cluck, Sir Hiss, and Prince John. Peter Ustinov's performance as Prince John is incredible, absolutely incredible. The characterization of Prince John is so 3-dimensional, and then there's Sir Hiss. I mean, everybody makes that little meme of like, there's good animation, and then there's the snake crossing his arms animation in Robin Hood.
Right.
That's Sir Hiss. Like, Sir Hiss is so funny to me. His balloon helicopter like noise, like I can't even do it.
Yeah, it's funny.
But you know, it's my girl, Lady Cluck.
Yeah. Like, come on.
It's Lady Cluck.
I knew it.
She kind of like wins the whole film.
She's one of your icons. Like, I'm not surprised.
And voiced by Carol Shelley, aka Madame Morrible. So
yeah, I know.
No, if I need to explain why Lady Cluck, you haven't seen the film, and then watch the film, and then you'll know. All right. Next up, we have Aladdin. And your characters are Aladdin, Jasmine, Genie, Jafar, Magic Carpet, and Abu.
It's the Genie.
Oh, she knew right away. I was going to say we can't do Abu because he's too much of a liability.
Oh yeah, there was no shot. Yeah, it's the Genie.
It's the Genie.
Yeah, it's I mean, we could never lose the Genie. And I love Aladdin and Jasmine with all my heart. I just have to say it.
But she also said fuck him.
No, I said go to another universe and be happy there.
She said immediate execution.
No. Okay, Pocahontas. Here are your options. Miko, Flit, Grandmother Willow, John Smith, and Percy.
All the side characters.
Yeah. Not John Smith. He's major.
No, he's a side character. Let's be real. Well, I have it firmly narrowed between two.
Tell us.
It's not John Smith. We don't need to save the white man.
Yeah, I knew that.
Percy is funny, but is a bit of a priss.
Yeah.
Flit annoys me, to be completely honest.
I get it.
So it's Miko and Grandmother Willow.
Yeah,
for me.
I knew it.
Grandmother Willow is such an interesting character.
I know.
The
And their
design.
songs and the music.
But Miko is a princess.
I know. We have a lot of other fun sidekicks, though, with like Miko energy.
But his tail forms a target on his ass.
I know.
He pretends to be Pocahontas for one frame of the movie when she's got her head tossed back and just around the river bend, and it's the aerial shot and he's doing exactly what she is.
You're going to chop down Grandmother Willow for that?
I mean, Miko, maybe.
Whoa.
Maybe. I have to think of this. I have to think this through. Stop.
Whoa.
Stop. And do you remember the Pocahontas show in Animal Kingdom?
Yes, I do.
Where they had Grandmother Willow?
Yes, I do. I mean, they had a raccoon too, though.
No.
Go with your heart, I guess.
Well, that's the thing. My heart is pulling me in two different directions right now.
You will understand. Would Grandmother Willow, what would she tell you? Choose her or choose Miko? What would she say?
She would tell me to choose Miko because she's a good person, and Miko would tell me to choose Miko. So I'm going to choose Miko.
Wow. Okay.
I'm sorry. Miko, I just think is, I mean.
No, please. I think it's okay. You don't even have to explain.
I know, but he makes me laugh.
And that's worth a lot these days. So you know what? Take Miko.
He makes me laugh so much.
Take Miko.
He's so mischievous. When he just does whatever the fuck he wants and he doesn't apologize for it. He takes the compass and he thinks it's a biscuit and he's just
the biscuit. Yeah, I know.
Just too many.
A laugh is worth a lot these days. So you take that.
All right. Oh, I lucked out, baby.
Oh.
The next film is The Princess and the Frog, and the characters are Mama Odie, Dr. Facilier, Louis, Ray, and Charlotte LaBeouf.
A group of some of my favorite Disney characters, period.
Yeah, period.
My top three are Mama Odie, Ray, and Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking a lot about Mama Odie because of our Halloween bonus. And I've been thinking about how cool of a character Mama Odie is.
Y'all want some candy?
So good. This is what's wild. I think Charlotte is one of my favorite characters ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like in anything. Do we have her archetype in other things? Yeah. Glinda, look it up. So I have, aside from maybe like the Fox and the Hound when I was really little, the character, anything that makes me cry the hardest in Disney is Ray dying.
Yeah.
I love Ray. It's Ray.
I know it was Ray.
It's like, but between Ray and Charlotte, I mean, that is just so rude. Those are two of my faves. So hard.
Evangeline like that too.
Stop. No. It's okay. Charlotte's gonna go to another universe and go be Glinda, so it's fine. Okay, on to Mulan. Here are your choices. Mushu, Mulan, Captain Shang, Shan Yu, or Cricky.
Mulan.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
Incredible character, incredible voice performance, incredible design. So versatile.
We need her.
Yeah. Alrighty. Next up, we have Zootopia. And your characters are Judy Hopps, Nick Wilde, Benjamin Clawhauser, Chief Bogo, and Gazelle.
I love that Gazelle is there. It's obviously between Judy and Nick. I almost feel like the Flynn Rider part of me that couldn't be satisfied wants to choose Nick for that reason.
Oh, I see.
You know. But I love Judy's journey and what she learns, and yeah, I mean, like, I feel like if I'm choosing Nick, it's just like in place of Flynn. And is that really the right choice? I'm gonna choose Nick.
Oh.
It's what my gut is telling me. Wait, frig. Yeah, all right. And he's kind of hot. It's fine.
Yeah, he's a hot fox.
I couldn't
Jason
pick
Bateman.
Flynn. Yeah, I couldn't pick Flynn, so it's that.
Okay. I understand.
That's hard.
My girl Judy, though.
I know.
I'm literally looking at my Funko Pop of her right now. It's okay.
I'm
it's
sorry.
Okay.
I know.
I'll remember you.
I know. Ooh, a punishment. Okay. Next category.
I need a soundbite of that. Ooh, a punishment.
Ooh, punishment. Moana. Here are your choices. Grandma Tala, Tamatoa, Hey Hey, Pua, Tefiti. Yikes.
Fuck Hey Hey. Get him gone.
Yeah, you hate him.
Tamatoa.
I love Hey Hey.
Goodbye.
Bye. Yeah. Bye.
Tefiti is such a cool character.
Yeah.
She's pretty. She's the mother island. But is she more mother than Grandma Tala and Pua?
Great question.
I mean, Pua is mother. See, this isn't fair because I love Pua so much. If we didn't have Pua, we wouldn't have the golden Puas.
True, but you already eliminated our podcast from existence, so
That's
it
true.
doesn't matter.
But he's a pig, and pigs are my favorite animal, so I sort of like, don't I have to choose the pig?
Versus the grandmother who turns into a sea creature to protect and guide Moana?
It's Grandma Tala.
Yeah,
it's Grandma Tala.
Ooh, but I know how much that hurts you. I'm sorry.
It hurts me a lot, but Grandma Tala.
And you didn't choose Grandmother Willow,
I know,
the protector.
And I do think Grandma Tala, I like Grandma Tala more than I like Grandmother Willow, so I do feel okay with that.
Okay.
Grandma Tala's death, that made me cry. I shed tears because it was just, I leaned over to Aaron when we were watching the movie and I was like, this is the cry that I wanted from the end of Frozen that I didn't get.
Mm-hmm.
And it happened when she died and like the light goes out and then her stingray appears during the first reprise. I have chills right now.
It's so good.
Yeah, Grandma
So
Tala.
good.
All right. Next film.
Stupid.
The Great Mouse Detective.
You put all the most bullshit fucking characters. I fucking hate you.
And our characters are Felicia, who's the cat, Queen Victoria Mouse, Bartholomew, poor Bartholomew, who is the little mouse who gets fed to Felicia the cat.
Horrible.
The piano player at the bar, and Miss Kitty Mouse, a.k.a. the Hey Fellas Mouse.
Queen Victoria Mouse, motherfucker.
Wait, for real?
Yeah. She's
over Felicia?
Yeah, definitely.
Felicia is queen.
No, I don't like Felicia.
Over Miss Kitty Mouse?
Yeah.
Over Kitty.
She's disgusting.
She is just... No, she's earning a living.
No, it is not by nature. No, it is not by nature of her profession. It is her person. It is her voice. It is not her job. So don't even try that line with me. Yeah.
She can't change
I hate
that.
her voice. I hate it. Yeah, you can. Voice and speech.
Listen to my
Queen
song.
Victoria Mouse. Queen Victoria Mouse.
Life down here's been hard for you. Life has made you strong.
No, I won't give in.
I'm choking on my spit right now.
I won't give in.
So dream on and drink your beer.
And since you eliminated this podcast from existence,
your baby's here.
Without this podcast, I never would have even thought twice about her. So we're just gonna keep rolling and pretend she doesn't exist.
Oh my god. God, I think that's
bye,
my favorite
Kitty.
thing about this.
Bye.
That's so mean. Also, her name is Kitty Mouse.
Even worse.
I looked up her name for you for this.
Thanks.
Oh my God. Okay.
Name her. Name her.
I did. Sutton Strack would be proud.
Okay. Some more animals. Let's do that. 101 Dalmatians. Your choices are Pongo, Perdita, Sergeant Tibbs, the Colonel, the Labrador.
Not the Labrador, not the Colonel. The Labrador is very helpful, but he's meh.
Yeah, I agree.
The Colonel is an obstacle. See, this is tricky for me because the last three that we have, these are all get shit done characters.
Yeah, which you love.
Sergeant Tibbs is highly competent. He doesn't fuck around. He understands what's going on. He puts the puzzle together. He respects the chain of command while also making sure that things happen. Pongo and Perdita, these are parents who are like, I'm not going to sit around and wait for the humans to find our kids. We're going to do it ourselves. And I admire that. How do I save one of them?
I know.
And so that's why I think I can't save just one of them. I think I have to save Sergeant Tibbs.
Jeez. Oh my God.
I can't favor Pongo over Perdita or vice versa. Right?
Okay.
Right? Am I wrong?
I mean, Perdita did birth the Dalmatians, but okay. I guess that doesn't matter.
But how do I choose
It's
her
fine.
over,
It's fine.
I think I have to Switzerland this, and I'm saving Sergeant Tibbs.
Okay.
You know?
Sure.
That's my today answer.
Okay, fine.
To use your line.
Fair.
Okay. Oh, this is one that I love so much. Okay.
Yeah, this is tough.
The next film is The Aristocats, and your characters are Napoleon, Lafayette, Uncle Waldo, Scat Cat, Frou Frou, and Roquefort. And for those listening, Napoleon, Lafayette, those are it's the Basset Hound and the... Is he
other kind of hound?
Is he a
bloodhound?
Bloodhound, Great Dane type character who live at the farm.
He might be a bloodhound, yeah.
And then Uncle Waldo is the drunk goose.
Yeah.
Scat Cat. Frou Frou is the horse, and Roquefort is the adorable Sterling Holloway mouse in a red coat and hat.
I know. It's so hard because my heart is kind of saying Roquefort. Roquefort always made me so sad. And Sterling Holloway's voice performance, like, oh. Scat Cat's cool. And without him, like, sorta, we wouldn't have Everybody Wants to Be a Cat. And I always had a soft spot for Lafayette because my best, like, doggy friend was my neighbor's Basset Hound growing up.
Yeah.
And so I just always loved Lafayette. It's either Roquefort or Scat Cat.
Oh, she really said fuck Frou Frou.
Yeah.
She really said no to Uncle Waldo. And
Uncle Waldo's
pasted
funny.
in white wine.
Yeah.
That was you on Halloween. Basted in martinis.
Oh my God. For reasons I can't quite explain, I'm going to go Scat Cat.
Interesting.
For more like what like he represents. I have such a soft spot for Roquefort. Like Scat Cat is like this cool. He's the basis of like cat jazz, like kind of what feels like the heart of the Aristocats.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go Scat Cat. Okay. Let's do Fantasia. Your options are Chernabog, Master Yensid, Hyacinth Hippo, Ben Alligator, and Stegosaurus.
This is so difficult.
Yeah, but I feel like I know your answer.
I don't know if I know my answer.
Okay.
It's not Master Yensid.
I didn't think so.
It's not Ben Alligator. As much as I love him.
Yeah.
But that diva Hyacinth Hippo.
Right.
But then there's Chernabog, who is literally like the manifestation of nightmares.
Yeah.
And my favorite dinosaur, the Stegosaurus, who puts up a
Yeah.
valiant fight against that T-Rex and deserves. Is me choosing him, giving him a second chance at love? Maybe.
I don't know, but like that's who you're gonna choose from Fantasia,
The Stegosaurus
Yeah.
is my favorite part of the Rite of Spring
Okay.
until he dies. The T-Rex should not win. I could go on a rant about this. Stegosaurus deserved to win.
But that's not a reason to pick him.
Oh. Okay, so Chernobog and Hyacinth Hippo. A Night at Bald Mountain or The Dance of the Hours. This is impossible. Chernobog or Hyacinth Hippo?
Yeah.
How do you make that choice?
I think there's an answer.
I think I have to choose Chernobog.
Damn.
I think I have to choose Chernobog.
All right.
I've got to save that.
But we saved the Mistress of All Evil already.
But that would mean that Night at Bald Mountain is not part of Fantasia.
No.
He is that entire...
No, some new demon replaces him.
You want me to choose Hyacinth Hippo?
Yeah, I do. Everybody loves her.
I mean, they do. She doesn't realize that
Come on.
Ben Ali Gator is trying to eat her.
Yeah.
Are people going to hate me if I choose her and not Chernobog?
No, I think it might be the opposite.
Okay, because my gut is... I feel like I have to choose Chernobog.
That's not a good reason.
Okay, fine. Fine, I'll go with what I want. I want to save Hyacinth Hippo.
Do what you want. Yeah, do what you want.
Bitch, 2 things ago, you were getting on my case about saving Sergeant Tibbs.
Because that made a little bit less sense than this, okay?
Okay, fine. I'll save Hyacinth Hippo.
Yay!
A queen.
A true queen.
All right, next up, we've got Big Hero 6. And again, we're doing side characters because it's unfair to like throw Baymax in there.
Yeah, for sure.
So we've got Honey Lemon, Wasabi, Go-Go, Fred, and Aunt Cass.
It's between Wasabi and Honey Lemon for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I've really only seen that movie like 1.5 times. And they were the most memorable of the ones on the list, of course, were the most memorable to me. Honey Lemon.
That's a good choice.
It's for like a really silly reason, but it's like whenever we are like doing stuff for the podcast where we have to like come up with characters, I always think of her. I do not know why.
Okay.
She's memorable to me.
I also feel like while they're all brilliant in their own right, Honey Lemon is particularly interesting because her like superpower are those like balls that she like comes up with that do different things. And if you look at the actual thing that she has on her side where she makes them, it's the periodic table. So she's coming up in her brain with what she wants this thing to do, translating it into the elements that she needs, and then like tapping them in order to get the ball of the thing that does the thing she needs it to do. So she's kind of brilliant.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for putting some facts behind that. Okay, let's do some other fun sidekick supporting characters. So, Atlantis, the Lost Empire. Your options are Dr. Sweet, Audrey, Mole, Vinny, Mrs. Packard, and Cookie. Wow.
So basically, the way that I'm thinking of this is like, I'm on the expedition. The ship is going down. Who do I save?
Okay.
Be helpful to have Dr. Sweet. He's also hot.
Yeah. Very hot. Ooh.
But also, if we're talking...
Audrey is also hot. Audrey's hot too.
She's really hot. But also, if we're going to talk about, like, my queen, Mrs. Packard, she sleeps in the nude. Her chain smoking in the...
she is
in the
really
submarine room when she's like, Captain. Just her, we're all gonna die.
Yes, it's so good.
Fuck it, I'm saving Mrs. Packard.
Wow, okay.
Because if I'm in a lifeboat, I want that all broad with me because Dr. Sweet isn't gonna be able to keep me alive for that long.
Okay.
So if I'm gonna die, who do I want to die with? I think I want to die with Mrs. Packard.
Okay.
That's an interesting way to
I
go.
get that. I get it.
All right. And this is the last one that I have to give you.
Yeah.
And it's Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, gee.
You have to save somebody.
No,
here.
dump them all.
You have to choose one, and they have to survive. And your characters are Alice, Tweedledee, and Tweedledum. I'll give you them both together. The Doorknob, the March Hare, and the Caterpillar.
Oh, my God.
Save one of them.
Oh, my God. I can't stand. The least, oh, my God. They're all so annoying to me.
I know.
Oh, God. The two least annoying ones to me are the Doorknob and March Hare.
That's saying something.
The Caterpillar enrages me. Alice enrages me. Tweedledee and Tweedledum creep me out. No, the March Hare's annoying too. It's the Doorknob.
Okay.
The Doorknob is giving her clear instructions.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of the voice. But they're all annoying. It's the Doorknob. Okay, this is your final film. It's The Rescuers.
Aww.
Side characters AF. Your options are Rufus, Orville, Evinrude, Brutus and Nero, and Ellie Mae. I know the answer.
I don't.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Rufus is such a good boy.
Yeah.
Ellie Mae is a badass.
Yeah.
Evinrude is the hardest working out of all of them.
Oh my gosh. But just side note, I didn't even know who that was. So that's who you're going to save?
Okay, well, I know. It really is between Orville and Brutus and Nero for me.
Yeah. I figured.
I literally have my Albatross Airlines luggage tag on my carry-on.
Right.
I've used that since my Disney trip. It's gone to Chicago with me every single time. I don't know what to do.
I think you do.
No, I
Well,
don't.
actually, no. No, this is a tough choice.
Without Brutus and Nero, we do not get the iconic organ scene. But also, if we don't have Orville, we don't have the iconic Tomorrow is Another Day scene.
Right. And Orville is just like the low-key hero of the whole thing in a way.
I think I have to save Orville.
Oh, you don't sound very excited.
It's hard because Brutus and Nero have all of these characters have such a special place in my heart. Rufus with his ginger snaps.
Yeah.
The love that he has for Penny. He's just like, he's such a good cat. And Brutus and Nero are so funny to me, but they can also be kind of scary mean.
Yeah, they can.
Orville is a hard worker.
Yeah.
He's cool. He's funny. He's beautiful in the way that he flies. Yeah. That scene is so good.
It's a good choice.
Yeah, Orville.
Yeah, I like
I'm going to save Orville. Alrighty.
Okay.
Well, that's it. So looking back, the crew that we have saved tonight includes...
So silly.
Jiminy Cricket, Lady Tremaine, Tinkerbell, Ariel, Frollo, Meg, Kala, Yzma, Mother Gothel, Elsa, Louisa, Star, Dopey, Maleficent, Eeyore, Lady Cluck, the Genie, Miko, Ray, Mulan, Nick Wilde, Grandma Tala, Queen Victoria Mouse, Sergeant Tibbs, Scat Cat, Hyacinth Hippo, Honey Lemon, Mrs. Packard, the Doorknob, and Orville.
That last group of 7 is so whack.
It started, it
we
started
start out
going
so
downhill.
strong.
Yeah, it was
So
like
wacky.
Ariel, and it ends with like Mrs. Packard.
Mrs. Packard and Sergeant Tibbs. Oh my God. And the Doorknob. I can't. Okay.
This was fun. This was the type of hard decision that I like doing. So
yes, I agree. Yes.
This was
yes.
helpful. We hope that you enjoyed this episode. We hope that it gave you a little bit of fun and laughter. If you liked what you heard, please remember to hit follow or subscribe wherever you're listening to the podcast. That way all of our episodes download to your device and you don't miss out on anything. And then this is that time where you're going to hit 5 stars, leave a written review wherever you're listening to the podcast. That way we're seeing search results, we're suggested to folks. And then also just tap the little share button and send this to a friend who you think might need it right now. It's a silly little Disney podcast to put a smile on your face. When we were starting to make this podcast, that was really what we were intending. These are conversations that Caroline and I would have regardless, and it would always bring some little bit of joy to our day. And that was we had this idea for this podcast back in 2016.
So
we
did.
I think it's fitting that
and
we're
then
here
started
with all of
releasing
you
it
right
in
now.
earnest. Yeah, and started releasing it in earnest at the beginning of the pandemic. So it's like it's been a really source of happiness for
every
us
election
too.
year.
So thank you all for listening.
Thanks for listening, and we really hope that we can give you some of that joy back to your day.
And if you want even more Poor Unfortunate podcasts in your life, please follow us on social media, especially if you just need a little, social media is kind of difficult right now. If you're taking a break from it, I totally understand. But once you're back, please follow us. We are at Poor Unfortunate Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and TikTok. We work really hard to just put out just that fun, light content for you. And that's a great place to spread the word about the podcast too. Just take one of our posts from our Instagram, for example, and DM it or link it to a friend. And if you want to get to know other listeners better, if you want to just meet some other like-minded Disney fans and find a really nice, warm corner of the internet, please join our private Facebook group, The Poor Unfortunate Fam. We've got over 100 members in there. It's a fantastic way for Conor and I to get to know all of you better. And it's a very, very special place to us. And it will continue to remain a safe and happy place for all of our fam members. So please join us.
And if you're looking for merch, we do have that available in the Poor Unfortunate shop. The Poor Unfortunate shop is poorunfortunatepodcast.com/shop. We've got hats, water bottles, sweatshirts for the chilly weather, and hopefully some more designs coming soon. So anything you need, we've got it there. And then this is also that time where I usually mention that it does take us a little bit of money to keep the podcast up and running and coming to you. We have a PayPal account. We are accepting donations. But I would also say right now, for this episode at least, maybe in lieu of donating to us, please donate to an organization or a mutual aid fund that can go to support groups that are currently experiencing a lot of turmoil right now. It could be the ACLU. It could be the Human Rights Campaign. It could be GLAAD. It could be Planned Parenthood. Any of those types of organizations or ones that you particularly know that could use some extra dollars to prepare for what is ahead of us. They could use your dollars a little bit more than we could right now. So if you're considering donating to us for this episode, send that money somewhere else. Thank you.
Definitely.
And I will say to all of our monthly donors who do continue to support us, thank you. This podcast would not be possible without you. And we really, really appreciate your support. Okay, so that does it for this episode. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. We love you all. And I love you, Conor.
I love you, baby. Stay safe. Stay sane. Be kind to yourselves and be kind to one another because that matters right now.
Yeah.
Until next time,
Beluga Savruga.